heading over to the men's side. I mean, there's more to come, definitely.
Of course.
So Switzerland, Italy, Brauer Boermans. Yeah,
there you go.
I'm bad on that, but I'm probably not the only one in the circuit saying that. Netherlands, Cook Benesch, USA, and Gaviria Huerta from Spain. So it's been interesting thinking about the girls had to deal with the wind. And when we spoke before the women's final, we didn't talk about that wind condition. Do you think there's any team could making a lot of advantage on the men's side with that wind?
Well, the teams that serve the best, right? We heard Anastasia saying the contender side is the good side for serving. So service pressure always a big factor in this king and queen of the court format, because you've got to lay it on to try and get over to the scoring end. If you're an Alex Brauer, you got a great jump serve. If you're a Rangieri, you can move it around. You know what I mean? Those teams have to really capitalize on the wind to try and make their way to the king's end. Yeah, then it becomes who can side out in these type of conditions. Who can control the ball well. Yeah. I think that man we're seeing on our screen right there, Alex Brauer, he and Stefan Boermans have to be the favorites on paper, I think. But as we just saw on the women's side, that's just on paper. Yeah. That's why we go out and put the ball in the air.
And actually, the warm-up court is not facing the same wind conditions.
Right. Yeah, it's perpendicular, so it's you don't get to practice as much.
It's actually kind of a nice thing, because the first thing, you get your introduction, and then you're on, and then you don't have any chance to train on that court. I mean, you can train for 8 hours in the morning, but the wind has changed in the last hours, so I'm pretty curious. Reading down these names shows me, you can prove me if I'm wrong, that all these team combinations are brand new.
Yeah.
There's no team that has been named like we're going to see them in a short while in the last season. So who do you think is the best team in adapting to each other or finding the balance first than others?
I think that the two teams that have they're not partners before this, but they've trained together a lot, the Spaniards and the Dutch, right? So Alex and Stefan know each other very well from training together for a lot of years, and the same is true for Adrian and Ali Huerta, who have worked together for a long time, and I think play a very similar style. The Spanish program kind of produces a very similar athlete, and they've got a good complementary skill set with one another. So I think those two teams would have the advantage in that department. The Italians have looked good, though, in a new partnership. And, of course, our Swiss boys also know each other well. Leo and Marco have trained together, I think, a lot over the years as well. So I think the nod would have to go to Holland and Spain as far as partner familiarity. But, again, the newness adds that extra question mark into the mix, and makes it fun for us as viewers.
Yeah. So let's talk about the US boys, because you probably know them best. Yeah. They come from your country. Do you already feel that Olympic journey has been started? I mean, you have so many great beach volleyball players, men and women. Let's talk about the men. Is that an option of Sean Cook performing so well to somehow kick out Miles Pertain? So, because it's the first tournament in the year, it's probably a commitment that you give to your partner, or you already have given. Yeah. But could it be an option for him, or is Benesch Pertain a fixed team, no matter what's happening in that final?
I don't think that this tournament's going to be a deciding factor, no matter what happens.
But the outcome of it, like the chemistry, the insights that you get when you try yourself out in a competition?
Well, yeah, what I think it could potentially do is plant a seed. 4 years is a long time. You never know how partnerships are going to go. So if something were to come between Benesch and Pertain down the road before the 2028 Olympics, maybe it's a good thing for Sean to have planted this seed. Hey, remember when we played in Tenerife? We did pretty well. What do you think about running it back? That kind of thing. But for the time being, I think probably Andy's happy with where he's at.
And the other teams, do you have any info about who is saying, okay, we go for the next season?
I don't know a lot about that. For our domestic Tour, or it's an AVP league now, we're calling it. An intriguing team is Phil Dahlhauser and Trevor Crabb, but I don't think they have any international aspirations. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Obviously, our other Olympians, Chase Buttinger and Miles Evans, staying together, I think looking to make another run towards Los Angeles. And the American teams are in a good position in that we get an automatic bid since we're hosting the next Olympics, but everyone always wants to make it on their own merits, right? And not have to rely on that.
But it's good to have it, or at least to qualify 2 teams,
right?
For sure, as a national federation. Yeah. So it's kind of interesting because in Europe, as everything seemed to be a bit more planned for a longer period, probably with the disadvantage of not having so many players who could have many options to team up.
Yeah.
It seems like if the Olympics have been given to Paris, it's for sure that the federation actually rolls out a plan, and this is how you go. Coaches has been involved. Do you see like some of that in the US, like coaches situations getting better because of the Olympics games being given to Los Angeles? I mean, not after Paris, already before.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Sometimes having too many options can be a disadvantage, because at the first hint of something not being the way you like it, you start looking other places. It's kind of like these days with Instagram. It used to be you grow up in your village and you see the prettiest girl, and you think she's the prettiest girl in the world because that's all you see. And now you open your phone and you see every beautiful woman all over the world, and you go, oh hey, whatever. But whereas before you could just kind of focus on what you had and make that work. And I think realistically that's a better way to go, right? So sometimes having too many options can be a hindrance. I think there's a lot of players, but a small group of elite players in the U.S. So the options aren't maybe as deep as we might think. I think guys find their partnerships and try and make them work because there aren't better options out there for them. And we'll have to see if the Olympics being in the U.S. has an impact on how that shakes out or not.
Yeah. I mean, I'm bringing the U.S. to the paper because I'm also hoping that we can make that stop possible in the U.S. And we've always been to Miami. We might go to California as well.
Yeah.
So that's all in the planning. Would be great to have that format. I think it's made for the U.S. market, for the U.S. players.
It's certainly exciting. Yeah, it would be fun to have more events. The Miami one's always been fun. They've got a great beach volleyball community there, of course. Coming out to the West Coast would be great for me. A lot less travel. You guys can fly all the way out this time.
We have a straight flight to Tenerife. I heard the airplane was quite empty.
Yeah.
Cool. So how is things going with the Louis and the commentary?
Yeah, it's great. We miss him here, of course.
Definitely.
But it's always nice to have his voice kind of leading the proceedings because he always brings great energy and is a good. I'll call him the leader of our crew.
Yeah, he is. He is, and we miss him so hard. So next stop in Hamburg. I don't know if we bring that couch, but we have to make sure we're gonna give him his seat, which he deserves.
Put it a little bit lower.
Oh, you said that, but I like that humor. So all credits to Louis, and that's it with the pre-show. So you heading over to the commentary booth. We talk to each other in the crosstalk, and then it's about final. Ladies and gentlemen, get your drinks ready, and can't wait to get the show started. Thank you, Rich. Thank you.
Thanks, Julie.
Won your ever first appearance here at the Queen and King of the Court format. But still, we have one more chapter to write. As we are writing history all together, there's still 2 crowns left that need to be placed onto royal heads, and we are going to make sure to really find that one out in just about a couple of moments. And some hips are already shaking. Maybe you can see some of the ladies and gents in the audience.
I know you wanna beat me, and that's alright.
Well, hello there, and welcome to Queen and King of the Court. It's the first event of 2025 here in Tenerife, the largest of the Canary Islands. We will be going worldwide again in 2025, but this week the best beach volleyballers in the world are in Tenerife at the state-of-the-art training complex
Beachboard Hacienda. Well, we have reached the final day here on this beautiful island, and it's time for the men's final. Louis Lett with you in the commentary box, with an even bigger head than usual after hearing those pleasantries from my fellow commentator, Rich Lambourne and Julius Brink. Richie, did you make it back okay?
I did. I just caught my breath after the long sprint, but I'm back.
I mean, the preview is absolutely amazing from you and Julius. Some great knowledge, 2 Olympic gold medalists with us. And this week has just been special, isn't it? I'm not even there, but I still feel part of this family and this special event.
Yeah, it has been fantastic indeed. Cooling off a little bit as we get into the evening hours, and it's getting a little breezy. We heard the ladies talking about how the wind's a bit of a factor, and indeed it was. We'll have to see how the men deal with it as we get ready to kick off here pretty soon.
Well, we've had a fun week, but this is a star-studded final, to say the least. Alex Brouwer played 128 events with Robbie Mewson this week, playing with Stefan Boermans, who was a late replacement. He's 85% fit, but he is leading the way in terms of blocks. Adrian Gavira, he played even more, 159 events with Pablo Herrera. Now he's playing with Ali Quarter, and that looks like a great team. Cook Benesh, they took 2 cracks to get to the final, and the wild card team, Classic Adilier, we haven't even touched on 2-time Olympian Alex Ranieri playing with his new partner Alfieri. Richie, run us through the rules before we give it the lowdown.
Yeah, quickly, you got to be on that king's end to score everybody else. Challenging to get there. We've got our typical 3 rounds of 15 minutes. It is the final, so finish last in round 1. You're in 5th place. Last in round 2, you're in 4th place. And then our final 3 competitors will comprise our podium. We're trying to make it to the top. Get crowned King of Tenerife.
What's happening, girls? You're right. As let's hope that this men's final is as good as the women's. They took a wildcard place, but my oh my, didn't they deserve it? They went very close to make the final automatically. Yesterday we put the King of Utrecht back in 2020. It just feels like yesterday for Marco Platica. Now he's playing with Leo Gillier.
Yeah, that was the debut of the Skyboxers.
The debut of the Skyboxers and the debut of Manuel Alfieri, a former indoor setter, somebody who's been on the Italian beach scene for some time. He's 26 years old, and he's playing with Alex Ranieri, 2-time Olympian, and this is his 3rd outing at the King of the Court event. Richie, not only did they look very good on the court and off the court, they're also very charming in that post-match interview with Julius Brink.
Indeed, and pink was the lucky color on the women's side. Could it be the lucky color for the Italians?
Now, I was sat in London having a beer with Alex Brouwer, and he was telling me in the summer how desperate he was to get a crown and a cape. This maybe represents his best opportunity as of late, playing with Stefan Boermans, who won in Doha in 2024 with Jurek de Groot. Alex Brouwer hasn't won a King of the Court event since it was in his infancy at Testament, and he's the most experienced player ever in this format.
Yeah, that is shocking, but shows you how elusive this format can be at times.
Absolutely. Sean Cook and Andy Benesh. Benesh made the quarterfinals of the Olympic Games. Sean Cook representing the USA, but I can assure you, he is Scottish, ladies and gentlemen, and Scotland is so proud of Sean Cook as well. A great team and a team that could go very close.
Yeah. Very good chances for the Americans here after playing some great volleyball yesterday, but this will be a home favorite, you would have to think.
Adrian Gavira, 159 events with Pablo Herrera, the most experienced team in World Tour history, and all good things come to an end, and luckily they have Ali Quarter, who's 27 years old. He has been chomping at the bit for this opportunity to jump into Spain's #1 team, and he was the winner of the ultimate mashup in Utrecht. A big surprise with Christoph Dressler. Can he win again?
That was a surprise indeed, because that was such a fun format. Mandatory to play with somebody from a different country. We had the likes of Anders Mol play with Dr. Skyball.
Let's go.
Kind of thought the crown was theirs to lose, and Ali Huerta, Christoph Dressel just went and stole it.
Well, we are underway. 15 minutes on the clock. The bottom-ranked team will be eliminated. Sean Cook staying aggressive. Alex Brower has aggression in his DNA when it comes to beach volleyball.
Oh, big stuff. Stefan Borman's not fooled by the jump set.
Yeah, good night. Boom Boom, 85% fit, he said at the beginning of the week. And he is leading the way in terms of blocks this week. One in front, or two in front now, of Andy Benesh. And first side out for him. Sean Cook leading in the digs column, Richie, with 20 digs so far. Quite contradictory compared to his brand, the Anti-Defense Club.
Which I am supporting today by wearing the new shirt he gave me yesterday.
He gave you another one?
Yeah, wow. New graphic, new font, I think. Not font, but kind of a color situation on the Anti-Defense League.
Well, maybe now he's in the Pro Defense Club, as he's starting to make so many digs here, but not that one, because Ali Huerta has a rocket attached to his arm.
Yeah, that was a very quick snap from Ali Huerta, just missing his Rengiri.
Who knows which way this one will go, because Huerta has made some big serves. You know that the Spanish will get their way down to the King's End a lot with their service pressure, but so will Brower, because Brower also has a rocket attached to his arm.
Pops that jump serve. It seems as though kind of that left side on the King's End is the more difficult side to receive from.
Yeah, great haircut, Leo Dillier. But he's actually the top server at the moment with 6 aces, Richie. So Dillier may be just quietly performing or outperforming his competitors. Knuckle set, there's a net tuck. Have a freebie, USA. Have one for free.
Reeled Rengiri into the net as Benesh went and chased that, got the knuckle on it.
Absolutely, as Sean Cook goes again, and he's come a long way from the days of having to chase after my shanks in our indoor team about 15 years ago.
Now there's another ace for Dillier as he goes right up Andy Benish's sideline. You can see that 5 side, very difficult to receive.
Yeah, you've seen that the Swiss boys are here with Philip Gavatula, as he was on the warm-up court, and so far he slipped over to the men's side of things after coaching the women for the Paris Olympics. That one is way off the net. Oh! This could be dangerous, Rich.
How about this? Long rally ensuing.
Somebody's got to put the ball away, Richie.
It's not going to be Brower just yet. Dillier, go ahead, feast.
No!
How about Boom Boom with the jousting?
Richie, are you entertained right now?
The gladiators right there. One arm to one arm, and boom, boom. Yeah, that's the, he's looking for the extra 15% of his cardio fitness right there.
Yeah, this format will certainly give him that. And that's a big swing. He loves coming in on that angle and getting a few variations of cross court. He's also got that ball to the line. He's a dangerous customer, the Boom Boom. And Brower has just put up a great pass. Alex Brower, you made that look way easier than it was.
Indeed, that was a tremendous serve from Ali Huerta right up the sideline, and Brower passed it perfectly.
Now playing with Steven van der Velde after that 14-year bromance with Robbie Newson. We saw Robbie Newson go out in fashion in Miami, winning with Jurek Krug. As, well, there's been a bit of swinging going on because Jurek usually plays with Boom Boom, and Brower obviously with Robbie Newson, but there's been some swapping around.
You think this is like some Dutch adult cruise that everybody's on?
Dude, anything goes over there. As Brouwer goes to the line, they're looking comfortable on 6 already.
That was a great high snap.
We've spent enough time in Amsterdam together, Richie.
Yeah, great swing and transition for Sean Cook. Indeed, we have, Louis. Fortunately, we haven't gotten involved in any shenanigans like that.
Absolutely not.
Maybe an odd space cake.
but no peepholes. From the back line, Sean Cook looking for the short one and missing out on the party. Ranieri. We talked about him as being such an outstanding blocker. And over the past few years, 37 years of age now, but we feel like he certainly has got enough in the tank, Rich, to go another Olympic cycle.
Yeah, indeed. His athleticism is just tremendous, and he's really, oh, look at this. Nice pickup, Alfieri. Go ahead, kid. Yeah, good reach from Huerta at the net. Shut that down from Alfieri. Yeah, I think Ranieri is kind of such a study in efficiency. You know, sometimes I think he tries to get a little cute because he's got so many tools in his toolbox, so to speak, but he doesn't overexert himself. He doesn't really have to. He's just such a tremendous athlete.
Yeah, Paolo Nicolai now leading this team, the head of Italian Volley. The jump one set with the baby cut. Yeah. Maybe not one for the highlight.
Yeah, that was a great dig from Sean, and then it quickly derailed from there for the Americans.
Late turn back from Ali Huerta, who's played a long time with his brother, Javi. And imagine that, having to ditch your brother to play with Adrian Gavira.
Yeah, I don't know how you say sorry, bro, in Spanish.
Me neither. Your Spanish is way better than mine as well. As,
Perdón, hermano.
Let's see. Brouwer sweeping up. And he's made some outrageously good defenses so far, but he's not going to make that one. Alfieri on fire.
Yeah, that was great because Brouwer got the dig and tried to do the quick step in. And Alfieri showed him how it's really done.
That's Alex Ranieri, fine still delivered, but played 2 Olympics with Adrian Carambula with a big gap in between those two getting back together when Enrico Rossi decided to go and play with Daniele Lupo, and then that team didn't make the Olympic Games, but Carambula Ranieri rolled it back and did make it. Some story, that one.
Yeah, they were a very fun team to watch when they were playing at their best.
Spain putting some more points on the board as we know farewell. You don't want to score too many, but as we said, Wilco Nyland saying 6 seems to be comfortable.
Yeah, I would say, especially with 6.5 to go, 6 is comfortable. You still have Switzerland on 0. Certainly not all 4 other teams are going to overtake 6. Certainly now 7.
Brouwer is playing lights out here. And to be fair, one thing that I would like this week is a Brouwer interview at some point. Volley's over. Alfieri, they're running it. Bowman's can't put it away. Someone's got to put it away, and it's Alfieri.
He's been very impressive. I mean, just that instinct right there. The set from Ranieri went over the net. He immediately backed off, got the dig, and that little step-in tempo that he's got, pretty impressive.
Not bad for a couple of Armani models, Richie. Is that what you think?
That's right. Armani, Versace, whichever, I'm sure lots of the big houses come calling.
Yeah, other brands that we all can't afford are also available. As Platiga, Illier have their opportunity.
All right, there are so many people believing in you, Leon. Marco.
There's one.
Yeah, that's a good swing from Dillier.
Okay, and as they
Reach into the angle from Benesh, but casts the rod out, but doesn't manage to catch anything. We go to the first 5-minute timeout. Boom Boom Brower Power are leading the way at the moment, and they look like the real deal.
Things happen pretty smoothly for the Dutch pairing, it seems, right? But that's kind of what we saw on the women's side as well. Tina and Anastasia just rolled their way through the first 2 rounds, and then, you know, it was all about France in that final 15-minute section. So you got to put your work in, but you got to leave a little bit in the tank. Make sure you have enough to run through that tape at the end.
Well, Brower's already been out training today with Steven van der Velde. We said yesterday, this could be a real team for the Dutchies. Brower with all that experience, van der Velde now with all that experience too. It'll be an interesting ride. It's the Swiss pairing also playing together really for the first time internationally, with a lot of moving and shaking around for the Swiss post-Paris.
Yeah, I think all of these teams have a lot of promise. Obviously, the Americans not an actual pairing when it comes to international volleyball. But that won't dampen their spirits when it comes to trying to get a title here.
Yeah, the Swiss have started to find a way. They've gone away from Dillier. Bit of a sand monster for Platiga. He's got to try and make a block here. That's too good. Alfieri.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because that was a tremendous set from Dillier, and Kratiger at the end just did a great job to keep it in play. But Alfieri, he's looked pretty good. Just misses the mark on that one, but his ball control and that tempo offense that he and Rangieri run, pretty impressive.
Yeah, it works. Paolo Nicolai, now retired, absolute legend, obviously Olympic medalist, but also he got more and more creative as his career went on, and maybe he's just sharing some of that creativity with this team. Ali Water, and over top, Sean Cook, make another dig, big fella.
That's 5 already in this rally, I think. And Benish gets the swat block, man. It took a lot of effort for the Americans, but they got it done in the end. They'll look to add to their total here on the Kings end. Sean adding about 6 to his dig total.
But they need another couple of points to ensure that they go round or go through to the next round. Free ball here, it's got to go high because Andy Benesh, get your skates on, Andy. Oh, what a play. Brower, Cook, Benesh. It's like watching the Harlem Globetrotters again.
I like that. He just tries to hit the overpass from about 8 feet. Sean ready for it, and then Benesh doing a nice job on 2.
That was a man that knows he's safe. Alex Brower.
Yeah, that's a good point. You don't do that if you're on 0, probably.
No. Well, maybe. It's Alex Brower. Short ball. Overhanding the first one, Ranieri. That's smooth. Very smooth.
Yeah, that's something we're seeing more and more is the overhand set of the free ball. Alfieri taking that one down deep.
Smoother than Rich Lambourne in the Utrecht nightclub at 3 a.m.
I don't know that I've ever lasted until 3 a.m. on anything.
Free ball serving again. Lollipop from Sean Cook. And that's exactly what he's doing. Get Benesh in the game.
Yeah, that's great discipline there. Good right hand from Andy Benesh, just straight on that line. Oh, yeah. You hear the "you're tight" call from Sean Cook. Benesh, big fella, just goes up high and hard through the hands of Marco Kratiger.
I mean, a few people have said that to me in my time, but not because the set was tight. another one goes Cook, Ganesh on 6. I feel like Sean Cook is locked in right now.
I agree. There's fewer shenanigans, right? He's just kind of focusing on the task at hand. I like it.
Yeah, he's certainly focused. Look at that serious communication from the kid as well. As he would love a crown, and he knows that they certainly have the quality here. Ranieri has to go that way. Klatiga can't quite close. And Ranieri, Alfieri move on to 3. Klatiga, Dillier need to get their way to the King's End, but it's going to be tough after losing that last one.
That one was crucial. Now even surpassing Team Spain. Right now, it would be rather a penalty team.
And it seems like
between Team Swiss.
Seems like they were a little more comfortable than I had originally thought, but did well to get to 4, the Italians.
Yeah, absolutely, they'll be going through to the final 4. And now, it's got to be now, and it's got to be quick. Dillier, the best server in the competition, decides to go with the float serve. It's a good float serve on Brouwer, but Brouwer is in rhythm. Dillier's going to have to go back quick, and it's going to be too little, too late for the Swiss. What great cover from Boom Boom with the top. What the rally we had earlier on, and for the rally we had finished round 1 here in Tenerife. But it is goodbye to Switzerland. Dillier Klatiga will be the first team to leave us here in the men's final.
Yeah, at the end, they weren't going to have enough time to get over and score a point anyways, I don't think. But it was an exciting rally to end it all. Unfortunately, we will have to say goodbye to them. It was kind of heartbreak late, being the theme for them yesterday and today. We saw them in that battle at the end of Group D last night with the Americans. They got the wild card here, and then it was just a little bit too little, too late. We'll go down to JB, though, for the time being.
Alex, I can't find any other word than catenaccio, the way you play. And actually, all kind of rallies today have been ongoing, upgoing. Is that what you expected about the first 15 minutes here?
No, we're locked in. We're just trying to cover. There's a lot of big blockers out there, and we're covering ourselves. We're locked in. I mean, it's all about keeping the concentration the whole time, even though it's really cold. And you right now, you're a really good reason for the records that I'm not warming up in this time. But for Julius Brink, this and more. But no, it's all good. We love it. We love it. We're enjoying it. Now we start.
Seems like you had a day off. Actually, you told me you've been to your family, but could it be an advantage because it's going to be another exciting, exhausting 15 minutes, then followed by a possible 50-minute? A day off could be the factor today.
Yeah, we took some energy from my family, from the food, from the food, from the island. So we are inside the game, so we are enjoying it.
And we do. Thank you.
The Italians fueled up on local cuisine over the last couple of days. They won the second round of the pool. The Americans going strong, the Dutchies going strong. I think we're in for a wild ride in the next 30 minutes, Rich.
Indeed we are. It's always a shame when we have to dismiss any of the teams here in the finals, but that is the situation for the Swiss boys there that you see on screen.
Rich. Just quickly, there's a picture of Andreas Davidas not eating in the background.
your guy taking a break.
Yeah. As we are underway, second 20 minutes. Sean, put another dig in the column. Put it away.
Goodness.
Richie, did Alex Brouwer just get Alex Brouwer?
He did. I don't know if that was Boom Boom or that was Brouwer Power coming right back at the Dutchies there from Sean Cook. Tremendous dig started that off, though. And the Americans feeling it a little bit right now early.
Well, we said we haven't seen Sean Cook this locked in. And he's providing some real big moments already. Short ball hasn't been seen though, as Adrian Gavira. He's a cool man.
He is, yeah. You've never seen him rattled.
Pablo Herrera, on the other hand, I've seen him rattled a few times.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's
Mutombo. Boom, boom, Brouwer power. Mutombo there at the net. Stefan Borman's always ready for this. He loves swatting those oversets.
Yeah, not on my watch. There's Boom Boom. There's Brouwer. A little bit tight that time and getting crafty, Ranieri, but there's a first point for the Dutchies here. And they're going to have a little run at the King's End. Again, the free ball almost served for Cook, but it's working so far. They're making a lot of blocks and a lot of defensive.
That was ill-advised, I think. It was a tough chance, but Sean, I think, could have done a little bit better with that with the right hand. Ali Huerta, excuse me, that was Gavira up at the net, closing down that slither line swing.
Spain at the King's End. Oh yeah, big joust. They want the net touch here. Ali is saying no. Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Ranieri's pretty convinced. I don't know if he knows that we just kind of move on. There's no challenges or anything. People pretty consistent at holding up the fair play initiative here. I don't think anybody's trying to pull any fast ones out here.
No, and that's something that Wilco and the team really pushes, fair play, and it certainly is coming to the forefront in every competition. Brouwer, and it's Gavira from the right. He goes deep, and that's the sort of face from Brouwer that says, he's hit that ball against me about 5,000 times. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, it's also the kind of face that says, I wish I would have swung at that ball in transition instead of roll it right into Gavira's lap.
That's a good hammer.
Yeah, the speed of his arm is impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, we've seen it time and time again, haven't we? From the service line, defensively, it's very tough to stop with the speed that he has in that arm. And when that ball's tight, it means there is no speed in the arm. And that brings Benesh in. It's Ranieri and Alfieri who told us that they were locked in and ready to rumble now, that need to try and get their way to the King's End.
As quickly as you can enter the King's Zone. As quickly as you are.
Brouwer.
There's big Alex Ranieri at the net.
Unbelievable block from Ranieri. It's going to be a great view of it. Reaching over into the crossbody and taking everything. Italy need to get a few on the board here. 2 missed serves in a row. Richie, how many fingers have you got up?
I've got, well, let's see, 1, 2.
No miss serve this time from Brouwer, who stands down, but it's an easy enough side out for Ranieri, and they're now tied with Cook Benesh on 1, but because Cook Benesh got to 1 first, that means that they're still without the red light, but could be changing here. Ali Alejandro.
Yeah, that's a great break for Spain too. That one-arm spear just kissed off the top of the net and sat right in the lap of Adrian Gavira for the perfect set.
Sean Cook is there again. Touch off the block of Benesh. He has to get in to make a block. The Shard winner a couple of years ago with Miles Partain. Can Sean Cook put this away in transition? It's a great transition set, but it's a wonderful block from Huerta.
Yeah, that's a great block. Very high up necessarily, just doing a good job with his hand placement and timing. I'll tell you what, you talked about Sean betraying his brand of anti-defense because he is digging balls like crazy. Hasn't turned into a lot of points for the Americans just yet in this round, but man, it's fun to watch.
Yeah. You're going to have to bring out some new t-shirts, Sean. I mean, no bigger rep for the brand than yourself.
You mean size-wise?
Size-wise and name-wise. Pass is a little bit quick. Bowman's is looking sharp.
He really is. I like watching him block a lot. He just gets to his position quickly, gets set up, and is locked in on the hitter. His timing is impeccable, and that's a great high snap from Brower to get it done.
And Yeri now going with the jump serve. They have the red light next to their name, and they're going to have to go back to the back of the queue again. Brower.
Yeah, got a face full of sand. Yeah, he was just kind of wiping some grains out of his eyes. Andy with a good read, yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice step pad. It just hangs. It's wide, but it hangs. It means it's difficult for Benesh to really penetrate. Oh, what a swing.
Yeah, that looks unstoppable when he's in rhythm like that. It's just kind of a smooth 60% swing cross court. Ooh, little extra pop on that from Brower.
He's got lots of pop, hasn't he?
Yeah, he got through that one a little extra.
One thing, having had ankle surgery, Brower, he looks incredibly fit and incredibly mobile, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. I mean, they've obviously done a nice job cleaning that up, and he's a guy who's going to be working tremendously hard to get back into fighting shape as well. I mean, consummate professional to be at the top of the game for the better part of 2 decades at this point, like Alex Brower has been. You can't be short on your work off the court.
World champion in 2013, Steiger Blanke.
Yeah, how about
Robbie
that?
Musin, yeah, beating Ricardo Filo in that final, and certainly changed the game. Brower Musin in terms of physicality, especially from a defensive perspective. The big boys playing on the backcourt. Brower, one of the first.
Swat from Andy. Alfieri just sneaking that one by off the left arm. That was interesting to watch Andy just kind of running all over the place, chasing the Italians around. Oh, how about the set from Alfieri?
Yeah, boy!
These guys play an exciting brand of beach volleyball.
Yeah, they really do. And we said yesterday, Alfieri, he might have to because he's a little bit smaller, but Ranieri also buying into it and doing a great job. Looks very up for it. It's Cook Benesh now that need a point, and considering they've looked so good, it's crazy that they're looking at elimination at the moment. They're falling further behind.
Yeah, it's interesting because they've touched so many balls like this. They just haven't been able to convert a lot of them and then get to the king's end and piece together a good side-out run. There again, that serve from Ali Huerta up the 5 sideline is ridiculous.
So good from Ali Huerta. Interested to see how this Spanish team fare on the World Tour. Passes a little bit off, that's happened a few times, but he hits his way out of trouble there, Ali Huerta.
That was a great shot, as a matter of fact, because Alex Rangieri did a wonderful job getting all the way inside, anticipating that shot, but Huerta just too perfect with it.
And that was pretty perfect as well. As we go to the 5-minute timeout, it's Spain who are in front 5-1.
And again, Lou, we're going to have a look at the race at the bottom, so to speak. It's between the Italians and the Americans for survival here, as the Spaniards and the Dutchies looking pretty comfortable on 10 and 9 respectively.
What about this section? Do you still have it in the hips? Oh no, not enough, not enough, what about?
They're leading at the moment. It's the Americans, their right-hand side. That needs to find point have plenty of time. And they've left it late previously this week. The container, with the service pressure they have, the ball control skills, and the great decision making that we've seen so far. There's your guy in the background as well.
Timmy B.
Maybe a little shot, maybe a little shot.
One of your guys. Look a little bit further left.
I'm just not looking. Oh, that was okay.
Over the shoulder of
Andy Benish? Yeah. That is my guy, Ryder. El Presidente. El Presidente del Guapo.
The tension.
The man who held my seat for a while as well.
Yeah, he and I kind of kicked it off back in 2018 on the commentary for the King and Queen of the Court. It was just King of the Court back then.
We are looking for new kings to be crowned. Severa, Porter, someone that has won one of these previously in the Ultimate Mashup. Rivera won in Utrecht in 2018, if you remember all the way back then with Pablo. He's also taken a second in Huntington Beach with Pablo as well. This team took a fourth in Hamburg in 2022. And it looks like they're going to go one better here this week as they are absolutely crushing it.
Yeah, those 2018 events that I was just speaking about where Reinder and I were doing the commentary, those were one-day events, which is kind of wild to think about. Alfieri with a great scoop and deliver. And now it's go time for the Italians. They'd like to extend this lead they have over the USA. Critical matchup here.
Yeah, the USA knocking on the door now with Sean Cook. A little bit more service pressure. But that's a difficult one because it's such a terrible play. But here we go, Richie.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
The Stars and Stripes.
Oh, Jose. Just broke into the national anthem right there.
There you go, Mr. Patriotic himself. That's it. Sean just going with the cut shot. And, well, there's a face of Sean Cook that knows that was a big point.
Yeah, indeed. It's going to be difficult for them. I think they're going to have to.
They can do it, Richie.
They absolutely can do it. It's going to be frustration galore if they are unable to, because they've really looked locked in for the majority of this time that we've seen them on the court.
Beauty from Brower. No problem with that angle whatsoever. They need to find a stop here, the Americans.
That one does find the sideline.
One more chance, Rich. Two more chances, maybe.
Yeah, I think they'll have at least two. But whether they'll have time to get over and piece together a run is another question.
Alfieri. The Italians will know that they are not safe and sound at the moment.
Oh,
that's a great step.
Yeah. A little extra celebration from Boom Boom as he goes up high. I mean, that was next to over the block of Rangieri, which is not easy to do. All right, big chance for USA here. Let's go.
Okay. This is absolutely massive. Cook and Benesh have played very well till now, but they haven't had that many opportunities at the King's End in the second round. They want to be in the top three. It took them 2 chances to get into the final. Benesh has taken this one. He wants a chance to slide out, and he does. Straight down the guts, Richard.
Yeah, that's a great set from Sean Cook as well to get his big fella up near the net so he can be physical, go over the top. Come on now, Shawnee. Oh my goodness.
Goes for the cut shot again. And frustration.
Yeah, I know you got Boom Boom in front of you, which is not exactly comfortable, but you got to stay aggressive. I would think, ooh, a collision underneath the net. No harm, no foul.
That's the most important thing. Let's go. Only 1 minute.
USA is going to have one more chance at it, I think.
Is a direct point to the king's side.
They need a Dutch side out here, and they get it. So this will be the USA's last opportunity to try and stay alive. And they pull a late inning Bee Gees.
So much drama, haven't we, in the last minutes? And they're going to have a chance here. Sean Cook, can you? No. Second time, Benesh. Yes, he can. Okay, Richie.
USA.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
USA. I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but I'm pulling for my guys here. That's going to be a freebie. That does it right there. Ranieri is beside himself. Beside
He's
himself.
Absolutely fuming.
They need
Where's
one
Tina
more here,
Groundina?
though.
Get Tina Groundina down here to figure this out. One more needed. Oh! Ranieri still fuming. He had matters in his own hands as well. Oh my word. Ranieri is not a happy bunny. Benesh is going to go in the champagne.
Oh, you said they like to leave it late. We've seen them do it before, and they just snuck it out. Ranieri's going to be a little upset at his boy Adrian Gavira for missing that serve and giving the tie to the United States. But the Italians had it in their destiny in their own hands as they had a chance to stop the Americans. And that great jump set from Sean Cook and put away from Benesh sealed the deal and let the Americans onto the podium and into the final 15-minute round, Louis.
What else is going to happen today, Rich? It's a day of surprises here in Tenerife, and Alex Ranieri leaves here spitting feathers.
Yeah, a little bit of an unfortunate ending for the Italians. They've been fun to watch all weekend, and you think their future's bright. They play a great brand of volleyball, a lot of movement in their offense, but for now, let's go down to JB and the elated, no doubt, Americans.
Boy, so much drama. Tell me, did you believe that in that last 30 seconds you can still turn the papers? I mean, I have to ask you that. How about that cut shot? Can you please bring that back?
Well, I knew Alex has had ankle surgery, so he's moving like a young boy again. So I knew it had to be a really good shot. So I got a little nervous about him being there. But we've done that like 4 times now. We've been nowhere, and then in the last minute we managed. So we were. I feel like Andy was pretty confident. I'm a little less so on my part.
So you're in the last 3 teams now, 50 minutes to go. There's no more than saying, okay, we want to win that title now.
Yeah, we saved all our energy for this round, so hopefully we can get over there quick and score some points.
Good luck for that.
The Americans leave it late again, but could the Benesh qualify for the final 3? We know our podium now, Rich, but in what order?
Yeah, we have heard this talked about a lot. We heard Julius talk about it a little bit yesterday. I think that sometimes when a team survives, especially in exciting fashion like that, you see Andy Benesh putting up point number 4 for the United States there to seal it. It gives them that boost of adrenaline, and sometimes they kind of take it and run with it. Hopefully the Americans can do that here in the final 15-minute round, but it'll be Holland to start on the King's End, Spain to serve, and then the Americans will be third in line.
What a serve. Ali Water has played lights out in these last 2 rounds.
That was an unbelievable set from Stefan Pormans, and a great celebration, and rightfully so. Look at that. Great technique, and then Brouwer putting it away.
But what people at home won't realise is he's got such a small window to aim for there, hasn't he, Richie? And he just nailed it.
Well, and when I say great technique, he got his legs underneath it and really kind of pushed through the ground. And you said it, he's got a small window. It's a micro window, as a matter of fact, and he put it in there perfectly.
But she's on 2 already, and that is just a back slap off the hands.
Little
That's
nod
a smart
to
play.
Randy Stoklos, backhand flipper. Look at this.
Now Brouwer's just repaid the favour.
I mean,
what is it with the Dutchies in their out-of-system setting?
I don't know.
Robbie Moose has just missed me. Robbie Moose has just missed me. He never set me like that.
Bormans gives it the kiss of the fingers right there, and rightfully so. That was beautiful, even dodging Big Boom Boom, who was on the ground.
1.5 minutes of play here. 4 points gained.
13, 40, and already the out of system work from the Dutchies have got them into a very good position. Make that 5. That's a great pass from Brouwer. This hasn't been easy for them, these first 5 points, but they found a way.
Nice dig, Sean.
Great defense. Chucks it.
There it is. Oh, right off the dome.
Oh!
He's claiming that went over Boom Boom. It certainly did not, but it did go right off of Alexander Brouwer's forehead. Boom.
Sean Cook not hiding his satisfaction.
Yeah, there was no apology there. It was a kind of half-hearted taunt, as a matter of fact, but quickly dispatched of the Americans by yet another great serve from Ali Huerta.
We expect nothing less. That's a great serve. Brouwer and Bormans are cooking on gas.
This is bad news for everybody else not named Stefan Bormans and Alexander Brouwer. They are rolling right now. Trying to repay the favor was Brouwer.
Yeah, Brouwer Cook is starting some goal here, and that's brilliant from Benesh. We are getting thoroughly entertained here at Beachboard Hacienda.
Great handwork. Chance for USA. That's tough, Chance. Oh, what a swing from Benesh. Half of a hook shot kind of coming from behind him.
Cook having to leave the floor there. Falling onto his knees, setting that one. The US are off the mark. I think Sean Cook and Alex Brouwer are just having a hammer angle competition. Just both hitting angle non-stop.
Yeah, how about that shot from Brouwer, though? Well off the net, finding a flat cut shot to the sideline. That was tremendous.
Great pass from Brouwer because Ali Huerta is certainly not holding back.
Slice of the jamon iberico right there. Ali Huerta.
Richie King when it comes to talking about meat.
Well,
Spanish boys off the mark as well. It's the Dutchies leading the way. Oh, AB. Brouwer is on top form.
He really is. You know, we talked about him training this morning down in Cristiano's with his partner, Steven Vandeveld. I think oftentimes that's a great thing, especially when you get up into your mid and upper 30s. Good to get the body moving a little bit. Let it know there's going to be some action to come a little later. He's looking good right now.
Brouwer wants that crown. Sean Cook goes after his newly formed nemesis.
That's a great move from Andy Benesh, but as it turned out, Sean Cook was there as well, and so it ends up being a point for Holland. That one wide.
7. But we know it can be caught. Plenty of time. Short ball onto Bormans. Benesh lining him up nicely, and great decision. When you get served short, you lose a lot of your physicality, don't you, Richie? And a lot of players go to the shot in that situation.
Yeah, that was a tremendous set as well for Brouwer. Able to push that high with cover. Even if you lose a little bit of physicality, if your name's Boom Boom, you still got plenty in the tank.
Oh, he's almost unlimited, even at 85% fit. Brouwer goes back to the line and gives Benesh a little bit of a pat. This could be done and dusted before the 5-minute break at the moment, Rich, because Boom Boom, Brouwer power are delivering.
Yeah, they got 5 quickly, and then they stalled out a little bit, but they're on another great run here, and that's 6 in succession now.
And what I've enjoyed about this is it hasn't been easy. A lot of out-of-system work. We saw that backhand flipper from Bowermans. They've had to really grind to find their rhythm. And now they're reaping the rewards.
Well, how about that little lefty from Benish, but a great pickup Brower, and it gets rejected. So the run comes to an end after 6 in a row. Dutchie's now on 11.
Aliwata hasn't really missed a serve in this round, and he's put constant pressure on the opposition, and Benesh can't keep the ball in court. Now Spain have their chance to get into silver medal position.
Yeah, that was a tremendous set from Cook. Good swing from Benesh, just missed the mark. Yeah, the Spaniards would like to chip away here. It's going to be very difficult to catch Holland, I feel, but you do want to climb your way up a notch if you can on the podium. Attaboy, Sean. Go ahead now. Feast! Holy moly.
He's there again. Sean Cook is everywhere, but so is Aliwata.
Tremendous effort from the Spaniards. That was a great rally.
Some beach volleyball we are being treated to here.
The power that's being displayed out here.
Yeah, Sean Cook is not holding back, and this is, I think, the best Sean Cook we've seen at one of these events so far.
I would agree wholeheartedly with that. He's playing tremendous defense as we've detailed, but yeah, I just like his demeanor out there, like his aggression. Another chance for Spain here, but I mean, just the all-around power from all these athletes. Brower unloading on his serve, an offensive juggernaut. Huerta cracking his serves, and I mean, that's a great slap down the line as well.
Another standing float from Sean Cook, and certainly hasn't come with the same service pressure as the likes of Aliwata or Alex Brower, but it's certainly worked for the American team because they've contributed with a lot of digs and a lot of blocks.
Ooh, that one finds the sideline as well. Yeah, crawls on top of the tape and then drops perfectly for Adrian.
Short serve misses out, 1 minute away. Or is it going to be Brower, Bowermans who make 4 in a minute? If they get their way to the King's End, this could be done and dusted very quickly. No. 2 missed serves in a row. In these 3-team rounds, there's a quick turnover at the challenger end. And again, it's Huerta this time with the clutch shot, hangs it out to dry. Brower. Serving Huerta to the inside.
They are living on the sidelines right now.
The Spanish way, Richie. Accuracy and abundance in everything they do offensively.
Wiping that one, yeah.
Wow. And all of a sudden, Spain have just woken up and they're closing the gap, and they're in the perfect position, holding the King's End after a short break in this men's final round. The gap has closed to just 4.
Show me your flashlight, and when a DJ gives the signal, we are all trying to hide it. So everyone's
yeah, it is interesting. We thought it was a done deal already for the Dutchies, but Spain put together quite a run here to make it interesting. Sometimes, Louis, you know, we talk about the timeout at the 5-minute mark maybe being to an advantage because you can rest your legs a little bit, but I wonder if the Spaniards would have just preferred to keep it going. They're in such a great rhythm.
Yeah, absolutely. They've found some of their best form when it matters the most. The lights are out, Rich. Beachboard Hacienda. This is where you do your best work.
Yeah.
Switch.
I'm a 10 in the dark.
Let's show the players the way back.
Me too.
Guys, you are incredible. You are simply stunning and amazing. And
The team have done an amazing job.
And the players are back.
And I hope that we are back at Beachboard Hacienda next year. And I hope I am there for this incredible event. So many big names. You've seen the Vikings in the crowd. Cora Mole. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Mr. Mole.
Nice. Happy birthday.
Let's go.
Big Papa.
Especially, yeah, he can put his hands in the air because he is a true player, Mr. Mole in this sport. Adding water off the hands. They carry on this good form. Oh my days. Spain are 2 away. They're padding it around. They're speeding it up when they have to. And all of a sudden, Boom Boom Brower Power are under pressure. Ali Water moves it back to 1. Richie, I didn't think this was going to happen. Spain were on 1 about 3 minutes ago. Now they're just 1 behind.
This is crazy. I don't think we thought this was possible. We've early called a Dutch victory before. Hopefully for Holland, we haven't done it again, but Spain is looking amazing right now.
A bank robbery. Spain here.
It would be a 3-point. No, not this time.
From the middle. A big point. Brower's got the touch they need. Can he get his way down to the Kings? And the knuckleback is a world. He's into the net though. Oh, the net touches against Spain. Oh my word.
I like that.
The sun is shining on the touches.
Oh, interesting. That was very, very slight.
Brower. That's just put 2 in front.
How often have we seen this though, Louis? A team charges all the way back, makes it interesting, and that's maybe just enough to remind the Dutchies that they still have work to do.
Yeah, Andy Bowermans, who wasn't on the entry list at the start of the week, but we know that he's a world-class unit in beach volleyball. He's come in here and looked absolutely insane. Brower. Cook is there. Get up, Sean Cook.
Yeah, I think he had visions of something dancing in his head on that one. He had visions of bouncing the support nets we've got around the court.
Well, here we go. Sean Cook serving. That's 2 in a row. I have 2 fingers in the air.
Yeah, this one can't miss. Otherwise, that's ball game. Boom, boom for the win.
Not ball game yet.
He missed it wide. Unbelievable.
And he's just opened the door for Gavira Huerta. Can you believe it? A swing for Boom Boom goes wide.
This would
Spain
be
have a chance with 2 minutes left.
the ultimate heartbreak, Louis. Took a little bit off, but it was just enough to go wide, yeah. And Spain roll 4 here.
Brower needs to find his best possible serve, but it's on Gavira. So much experience. He puts one away. Rich, 2 between them.
I'm on my
about
feet,
to blow
Louis.
a gasket.
I'm standing up. I couldn't be more excited.
On the edge of your seat, that's a little bit tight from Spain. Did the jumbo deep? It's 1 the difference. Rich Lambourne. We've never seen anything like this, surely.
This is unbelievable. That run through set. Yeah, Adrian.
Gavira. Connie sinks it. He sinks it. We have a tied ball game at 14 all. And it's Cook for Nash who are in the middle of this.
Tough chance here for Huerta. A perfect set. They'll have another one.
Sean Cook. And Andy Fidesz trying to keep the touchies alive here. Water! It away! What a fairy tale ending, Rich Lambourne. Brower frustrated. Still no crown for him. But it's 2 in a year for Ali Water after winning in Utrecht. And it's Adrian Gavira back on top. An unlikely story considering the first 7 or 8 minutes of that final round. Rich Lamborn, what's a day in the office?
That is unbelievable. We have proven to be nothing if not a Dutch jinx this weekend, Louis. Assuming that victory was in hand, and the Spaniards said, not so fast, everybody, because that was just a clinic in siding out from that man right there, Adrian Gavira, Ali Huerta. What a finish.
Under the pressure at the end, both the boys found side outs, and they are the kings of Tenerife on home sand. A hug from Wilco Nyland, and have a look at it. Our kings, what an ending, what a finals day, what a format. And my pulse has got even higher.
That's not good, but hopefully you survive it, Louis. And man, what a tremendous ending to that. The Dutchies opened the door ever so slightly with that last miss from Boom Boom wide, and the Spaniards came crashing through for the victory.
And he's reliving it down there, Boom Boom. Going back over the one swing that missed a thumb down from Boom Boom, and you can see that Brouwer is absolutely gutted. And knowing Alex Brouwer like we do, we know how desperate he is to get a crown of the cake for King of the Court. Today just wasn't his day by the smallest of margins.
One of the most energetic guy I've ever witnessed here at King of the Court. Would you still have a tank?
There's a look at the final podium, Lou. And man, I don't think we could have gotten any more excitement fit into 3 days than we got here at the Beachboard Hacienda this weekend.
We have squeezed every drop of juice out of this orange here in Tenerife, to say the least. It has been absolutely incredible. And well done to Cookmanesh. We haven't mentioned them yet. They take the bronze. A good week for the American boys.
It was a blast. Entertainment pure.
Yeah, I know our boy JB was patting himself on the back for his prediction about the French girls. He told Sean Cook ahead of today's final action that he had the Americans winning it, as did I, but he had the Americans winning it in 8 minutes. So we wonder if he'll bring that up, as he was quick to congratulate himself about his French prediction.
Absolutely. Spain have done it. And Gavira, off to a great start. They've played together numerous times before, but now they are a full-time partnership, and it's a great start for them.
Yeah, it never hurts to get a title under your belt as a squad.
Absolutely not. As Julius is ready for us courtside with our winners, Adrian Gavira and Ali Huerta.
Oh man, there's so much to talk about, huh? What a final. I mean, sometimes in life you have to be there when the cake is to get. Yeah? So tell me, in your words, how did you see these 50 minutes?
It was an amazing final. I think it was Netherlands with 11 points. We had 1 point with USA, so it was an amazing final. I think not only for us, only for the spectator, that is really important. It was a very good final, and fortunately we have the crown.
And you look pretty good. I mean, you can wear that all over Spain the next weeks, and you have all right to deserve it. But I think in the history of Queen and King of the Court, we never had such a strong comeback. I mean, did you stay calm? Did you believe, like after 4 or 5 minutes have been gone, that you can win it? I mean, it's not no one over there. Huh?
Yes, I told him in the timeout, I told him, we can do it. We just need 8 side-outs in a row, we can do it. Yeah. Spanish style, side-out. We don't need defense and block, we are in the king side, so just keep inside out.
But I remember from the training that we had back in those years, you trained a lot of these drills where you have to do 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. So I knew that you actually can do it, but to be honest, I didn't believe. I wouldn't put a penny on you in that situation down there. Did you believe in that?
Yes, when we start with 1 point and we score 2, 3, 5 until 7 points, he told me in the timeout, only 8 more points in a row and we can win. So in that moment I say, why not?
Yeah, I mean it's nothing big. It just doesn't happen too often that you can score 8.
Inside out is not.
But it also has been the moment when Stefan they played so consistent, and they also, we must give credit, they played a great final, and then they just have been weak in that one situation, dropping that cross shot out.
Yes, they gave us one more chance, so we had to take it, and hopefully we took it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's been worth to drive all the way from the south, leaving Los Cristianos back to the beautiful north. You would say it was worth to sign into this tournament, yeah?
Now the way will be very, very nice. It's better than if we take the 5th place. So tomorrow we have to practice again. We practiced yesterday. We practice every day. But we have to celebrate tonight.
Oh yeah, please do that.
On the car, on the way. No,
on the way
party, no.
But this is the reason why you are so professional and so good. So congratulations. The ceremony is about to start, so I leave you for now and keep the crowns on. You deserve it. Great final. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
See you. Bye-bye.
A very happy Spanish team who have to get back to work early doors tomorrow, Richie.
And of course,
No rest for the weary, huh? Right back to
Ariel
practice tomorrow, it sounds like.
Right? He immediately knows who.
Yeah, absolutely. And teams in deep prep for the season, as it looks like there's a bit of King of the Court stash going down. Look at those bad boys, Rich.
Yeah. Slunks coming through with some very colorful gear, merchandise for these events.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, the fans have had a brilliant time here. It's been a very intimate event here, as only 100 people allowed in, and all the tickets sold, an all-inclusive experience where you can meet your heroes. And I think we'll be back here again, Richie, don't you?
I would think so, yeah. It's been a good collaboration, I feel like. And intimate is a good way to describe it. The fans packed in close to the court. I don't know if you get any closer to any professional sport than you get here.
Right now, I see in front of me, and
absolutely. Well, everyone's staying for the presentation.
And one team still missing.
Kenny Rogers is here.
The man who talks almost, I would say, maybe. Oh no,
the gambler.
Rich Lamble, not a man to miss a lookalike.
There he is. You got to know when to hold him, know when to fold him.
Just a quick question. I've been asking the movie trivia this week. How many movies do you watch a week, Richie?
Yeah, I don't, unless I'm rewatching movies that I've already seen. It's a little bit disappointing, some of the stuff that's being put out these days. You know, I'm one of those old guys now that goes, they don't make movies like they used to. I watched Die Hard again on the flight over here, and man, is that a good movie.
We want to thank all the players, the spectators, the sponsors, and of course,
I don't think that crown's coming off yet for Adrian Gavira and Ali Huerta. A great win for Spain here in the Canaries, and we're just waiting for the presentation. Have you seen any Canaries out there? Have you seen any Canaries in the Canary Islands, Richie?
I don't think that I have. I don't delve too deep into ornithology, though. Maybe they've flown by without my noticing.
Alberto Cabo, the Council of Sport in Puerto de la Cruz, Ilka Nasilla, Chairman of Beachboard Hacienda Sports on Auckland Island, our Lord and Saviour.
Thank you once again. Also very
the Almighty.
At the center court, and of course, none other than
Creator. Sorry, I forgot you've changed names. You're the only person who has the power to do that.
And now it is time to bring all the ladies now back onto the center court one more time. We are starting off with the women third place. Please clap your hands and make it loud for Team USA, Corinne Quiggle and Chloe Loreen.
Well, in third place for the USA, Corinne Quiggle and Chloe Loreen will take their check. A trophy for the third place queens presented by Wilco Nyland, and it follows up some very good form for them. For Loreen, it's a second podium after that third in Miami with Kim Hildreth, and it's the second podium for Corinne Quiggle as well after a third in Rotterdam in 2023 Royal Championships. And very good work. Congratulations to Quiggle. That was a fifth final and a second podium. And in second place, the winners of the European Championships in Luxembourg a couple of years ago, two-time Olympians, third in the world rankings at the moment, Tina Gladinja and Anastasia Samoilova. And would you have predicted this, Richie?
No, certainly not. I thought in the pre-show that they had a shot to make it to the final 15 minutes, but certainly we did not see them atop the podium. But here we are. That's why we love the format. They deserve it. They played fantastically well all weekend, and they were a delight. Congratulations to Romain and Sophie.
Romain, Thomas and Sophie Duval are the winners and the queens of Tenerife. They receive Maurice Lacroix watches, their trophy, and their check from Alberto Capo from the cape and crown from Wilco Nyland. A proud moment for this pairing. We've never played together. Two defenders put together for this defense. They have been fearless. They have played absolutely incredibly, and they are the queens of Tenerife.
Yeah, those smiles say it all, don't they?
Absolutely. Charming, great athletes, and a credit to French beach volleyball.
Thank you, ladies. Please, if you have just
what a day for them. A big step in the infancy of their careers, and now it's time for the men's presentation.
With the third place, it was very entertaining indeed for looking and watching.
This final was wild, Rich, wasn't it? We're going to remember this for a long time.
One of the wildest we've seen, if not the wildest. I mean, just hanging around the Spaniards. What a performance that was.
A great performance from these two as well, Richie.
Yeah, they were great fun. John Cook maybe found another gear defensively, despite the merchandise he promotes. He was tremendous, as good as we've seen him.
Third place for Cook and Panesh.
Second place, we are
Wilco Nyland presenting them with their check and trophy. In second, it's an absolute heartbreaker for Alex Bauer and Stefan Boermans. Boermans had a swing to win it. It missed by an inch, and then Spain took their chance. And Ilka Nastila presents them with their second place check and trophy. Bittersweet maybe, Rich.
Yeah, that's heartbreak indeed. One you'd like to have back if you're those two boys there, but man, it surely provided us with a lot of excitement as spectators.
I still haven't recovered, I'll be honest. It'll take me a good 3 weeks to go.
This might extend your no-fly list.
Yeah, for another 3 years. As the winners Adrian Gavira and Alejandro Huerta from Spain are the kings of Tenerife 2025. They will be presented to Maurice the Bar Watchers by Alberto Cabo, their trophy and their check. And have a look at that. The kings of Spain.
Yeah, Ali, where they're racking those up these days.
Yeah, absolutely. Two this year, having won in Utrecht with Christoph Dressler. And he's on the top of the podium again here with old friend and new partner, Adrian Gavira. Let's see how this team goes this season. I'd imagine they would be pretty good. A squad photo of all our podium makers. Miles all round. And another amazing stop, Richie. I am absolutely devastated that I haven't been there, and I've been gutted all weekend about it, and it's showing that I'm never missing another one.
The good news, Lou, is that your energy travels well over the mic. It's always a pleasure to be on commentary with you, but it is a little heartbreaking not have you sat next to me.
Yeah, heartbreaking for me too. Always a pleasure, Richard. I cannot wait to see your face and everyone else's face at the next one. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Hamburg is coming up in May, and then Utrecht is kicking off early this year at the back end of June. You don't want to miss it. Two great events coming up in the summer, and rumor has it more locations being dropped soon, Richard.
Oh, we hope so, of course, because these are nothing but fun, and this is going to be a tall order to live up to for subsequent events, because the drama we got here in Tenerife was pretty unparalleled.
Pretty unparalleled, to say the least. Beachboard Hacienda, remember, you have to check this place out if you love your beach volleyball. You can sign up for camps here and coaching clinics as well. It's for the community, by the community, and they have hosted the community incredibly well over the past few days. France, the Queens, Spain, the Kings. Rich Lambourne, thank you very much for your company. I have missed you a lot this week.
Likewise, my friend.
I can't wait. Always a pleasure. Wherever you've been watching from, thank you for your company. And from the Queen and King of the Ball family, we will see you again very, very soon. But from us, it's goodbye.